Alright, what's going on everybody? What you're seeing right now, it's a little bit of a leg day. I thought I would bring you guys some more of that fitness content like I promised. I wanted to start back with some legs, and really because, you know, as much as I enjoyed the fitness content that I was posting, I need to show y'all guys some of that weight training, because I know there's a lot of you guys who do have access to a gym, and it's up to you if you want to, you know, try this workout out if you want to. Workout out. It's nothing fancy. This was a light day for me. And also I'm kind of rehabbing a kind of an injured knee, so I didn't want to go too heavy. So what you're seeing right now is just me warming up my hips with the hip abduction. I always try to warm up my hips because, especially because I have squats and leg press. So I want to make sure that my hips are nice and warm and able to, you know, keep everything nice and tight, because the one thing I don't want is for my knees to kind of cave in. And typically when your knees cave in, it's because you have weak hips. So you always want to make sure that you warm up those hips and strengthen those hips. Do not neglect the hips. But the next exercise you're gonna see is me doing some leg extensions. Oh yeah, with the hip warm-ups, 4 sets of 15. I went up in weight every single set. Nice and controlled. Don't let the weight just kind of sling around. Let the muscle do the working. But anyway, like I said, next exercise you're seeing is leg extensions. We're doing 3 sets of 15 here. All I'm trying to do, now I'm trying to get those quads nice and warmed up, because again, like I said, I got leg press and squats, and I generally want to get everything warmed up that's gonna pretty much get myself prepared for compound exercises. So leg extensions, when you're doing the leg extensions, make sure you're not allowing that knee to do all the work. Like, don't be just slinging the weight up. Again, we want to feel the muscles doing the work. So feel that quad squeezing as you're lifting up that weight. That way you know that that muscle is doing majority of the work. So like I said, we're doing 3 sets of 15 here. Next exercise you're gonna see is lying leg curls. I personally prefer the lying leg curl over like the seated leg curl. I don't know, I just feel a lot more. I feel like I can get a bigger stretch and really let that hamstring open up. And then you wanna make sure that you get a nice, good contraction. Also control it on the way down. Don't, again, let the weight just sling. Stop letting gravity do everything. The muscle's the one that's supposed to be doing the work, so let the muscle do the work. Leave your egos at the door, but bring a little bit of it in here with you. You know, you don't wanna be completely fresh when you come into the gym, but you don't want to let your ego get the best of you and start doing all this heavy ass weight, and then next thing you know, you end up hurting yourself, or you're really not even getting the benefit of the exercise because, you know, you're just slinging it. So let the hamstring do the work. Did 3 sets of 15 here also, and then I went straight into my first compound exercise. Like I said, this is a bit of a light day for me. So leg press, the first thing that you're seeing, first of all, I did 4 sets of 12, 10, 8, 8. That's the rep range that I did. First set, those are 100-pound plates that you see. There was 100 on each side, just 100 on each side. I did 12 reps with that. Then I moved on to the second set where I threw the other 100 on each side. So it was a total of 4 100-pound plates on the leg press. I did 10 reps with that. Third set was 8 reps. I just threw a 45 on top of those. And then that fourth set, I threw another 45 on top of that. So again, that was 4 sets of 12, 10, 8, and 8. Same thing, let the muscles do the working. And also, if you looked at my feet placement, my feet are kind of high, a little wide, generally because I have longer legs and a shorter torso. It just feels more comfortable for me to have my leg placement a lot higher, and also it protects my knees because, again, kind of rehabbing a bad knee, and I'm just learning that a higher placement of my feet works a lot better on the leg press. I don't feel it in my knees too much. I'm allowing mostly my glutes and my hamstrings to do a lot of the work, while also still getting some benefit from my quads also. But I'm really trying to allow my hamstrings and my glutes to do most of the work. And then we go over to the squats, which is going to be the final exercise that you see in this video. In this video, pretty much I did 4 sets of squats also. The first set was, well, all the sets were 8 reps. But as you're seeing at first, I started off with just the bar. You're gonna notice that I'm doing a low bar squat. A low bar squat just means that the bar is about low on my back, kind of like right above the rear delts right here, instead of being up here with like a high bar squat. So again, same thing with the leg press. I've learned that the low bar squat feels a lot more comfortable for me. I'm decreasing that hip flexion. I mean, not hip flexion, that knee flexion. So instead of my knee kind of going super flex like this is my upper leg, and then here, like, I would come down. I know this is kind of hard of a description, but I would be coming down. So with low bar, I'm about right here, slightly below parallel. It's such a weird example, but hopefully you guys get it. If I was doing with high bar, I would go like a lot. Look at poor legs. But the angle would there would be just a lot more flexion in my knee. But again, like I said, I'm trying to let my hamstrings and my quads do most of the work while letting my hamstrings and glutes do most of the work while my quads I'm not relying as much on my quads. Mainly because, again, I felt like the high bar squat was the reason why my knees were hurting so bad. And, you know, again, taking into account like the fact that, again, like I said, I have long legs, and generally with long legs, I mean, it's gonna be a little bit harder to get down super low because you have long legs, and like I said, I have a shorter torso, so therefore doing a high bar squat with longer legs, it was just putting me in a very awkward position. So low bar squat, I'm able to have more of a forward lean. I know you guys probably noticed that, have more of a forward lean because the bar is placed a little bit lower on my back. It feels a lot more comfortable. I feel good going down into my squat, and so that's what I've been doing. So I've been slowly transitioning to low bar squat over the last couple months, and it's finally starting to get comfortable for me, but you know, it's gonna just take a lot of repetition. Anytime you switch up your form, especially something that you've been doing for years. I was doing high bar squat for years, and so now, like I said, I'm only recently transitioning to low bar, and like I said, it's feeling good. But yeah, so the first set was 135 pounds, and then the last 3 sets, I didn't go over 225 because, again, like I said, leave your ego at the door, but bring a little bit in with you. So I wanted to do just enough to where I can, you know, get some good reps in, but I wasn't trying to bite off more than I can chew right now, because like I said, still rehabbing kind of a bad knee. So just like I said, just a bit of a lighter day for me. As soon as my knee starts feeling better, I'll definitely up the weight. But nonetheless, this was a good workout. It was short, sweet, to the point. I did what I came to do, and that was to hit legs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys took a little bit of something from it, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.